Hello and welcome back to the Google APIs for Rust and YouTube Uploader development stream. It's Byron speaking, and wow, it's filling up and we're not yet done. I mean, this could very well be a, midnight session here. But the first thing we have to do before we can proceed with actually using these values, probably it's not going to be a midnight session, 10 o'clock p.m. and I'm done. That's my guess. But anyway, so as you can see, I tried to actually run the DFA reporting. After all, we want to still circumvent the Stack Overflow errors, right? And have to be sure this works. I'm very confident that this works. But unfortunately, we are messing up something here. And I wonder why that would be, because this works nicely for a group's migration, which had an upload flag. Yeah, and I don't know. And do we have a -o flag? Yeah, I think that was settled. I mean, basically the flags are settled. That's the whole idea. But what's going on here? It's in 5913. 5913 can only be down here somewhere. No, like that. So what's the business? What's the problem? The trait is not implemented for reference on an array. 50. Now I get it. Look at this. No. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think I can fix this. But here you go. Look at that. So, yeah, iterator. I think the point is that as ref or something is only... Yeah, see? It's going up to 32. Yay, and not 55. So that's a problem, because right now we cannot generalize over something that has a integer in there. So you would want to have a type parameter here that is the number of arguments. The number of members, and then you would implement it for all. But this is not possible, so they have to kind of have a macro here that does that for them. But that's, of course, kind of silly, and now, it fails for me, which is bad. I understand why they wanted this, because for the most part this will work. But let's just say it's not all encompassing, and it kind of leads to confusing situations like these, where stuff doesn't work anymore. But I should be able to just call either on it. And let's try that. I hope this works, damn it. Just because into iterator is not implemented doesn't mean I can iterate it, huh? Yeah, come on, you can do it. Yes! And look at this gorgeous compile time. Was it the right one? No, it was the wrong one. Look at this gorgeous compile time. I don't even know if it works. So we have been generating this thing, which took like a second, and now we are compiling, and it works. Awesome. In 9 seconds only. That's very good. I think we improved the compile time. And the startup time is not much better, even though, wait, I think previously with docop, the startup time was like 1 second. And now with the new system, it's just 0.24 seconds. So I think we improved this as well. And I'm not quite sure what the system is doing all the time, but yeah, anyway. So let's try to call something here. Like, what about help? Yeah, so this is still something I would be missing here, to be honest. Oh yeah, but yeah, we had that. I'm not putting an about flag here because it needs to be statically located or something that we currently don't provide, and that's the point. That's a problem, but it's okay, I think. Besides that, this is very nice here. And where is the information about that's actually quite cool. So here, that's the post thing. All documentation can be found at, and then there's a space missing. Said can be found at. What about that? Is it better now? So it's taking 10 seconds. Can be found at. It's not better. It's totally not better. What the heck? Oh, actually that's the wrong one. We have kind of a duplication here. So here, that's why that happens. Or happened. Okay. So now this will just be fine. And I think the index HTML is something I don't really need there. Let's shorten it. So API index, let's take an OS path dir name. On Windows this will not work because we have URLs here which always use slashes. And right now, with that. But I don't care. I'm currently not building on Windows. And what happens if this doesn't work? I think it returns the original path. So in Windows, the worst case that can happen is that the index is there as well, which isn't that bad. OS path index. OS path dir name. Yeah, I think that's not bad at all. And really, I have no intention to build on Windows unless the community says it's super easy. Import OS. I didn't import it at all. Import OS. There we go. No, the generator works and the build should also work. I'll just check it here real quick. And there we go. Cool. And let's have a look at this, at our masterpiece here. Nice. And much more information, much more documentation in there right now. I mean, basically just for the subcommand, but it's also much cleaner. I think it's quite gorgeous. This works for me. This works. Oh, sorry for hitting the microphone here. This works very nicely. And I shall commit this as an example for, I think, Kevin K, for the author of Clap. Who is it? Kevin. Yeah, I think it's Kevin K, exactly. Good. So yeah, that's the fix. I shall commit this. And now this works. So you will have something crazy like main fix clap. Call either directly as into either is only implemented. Into either is only implemented for slices up to a size of 32. DFA reporting, though, will reach 55. At least. And yeah, also added DFA reporting CLI code to show how stack issues can be, Stack Overflow issues can be circumvented efficiently. Cool. That is that. Let's push it. So I shall refer to this. Okay, that's now. Now the latest commit is there. And I can basically just link this blob here, DFA reporting to the CLI source main. And there we go. And we must not forget to update the docs. Because our -u flag changed, right? That is that. Here we go with the code. Let me put the arc data. Lots of arc data. which actually fits the stack. Nice. And probably it's just a matter of time, you know, if this gets any bigger, then we might also hit the stack issue. But I think it's unlikely, just because most of the stuff is on the heap. Even though it's pre-allocated on the stack. No, wait, it's statically allocated, so maybe that's different then, but anyway. So here we do the handling. I could give it a bit more white space. It's very cramped. But yeah, for now it's cool. Main command, app, and subcommand, then we get the matches. Fine. And I wanted to take this and put it into GitHub, Clap, add a note there at the closed issue of mine with the stack trace thingy. I hope he gets the notifications, but Stack Overflow and building rather larger. What about rather large Clap command trees? And I should also add a comment. For completeness, here's one way to circumvent overflows. I just paste this here. Nothing bad in showing the URL. It basically shifts all the work to the runtime feeding off statically allocated. Simple nested structures. Like that. All right. Cool. That is that. And now, how much time is left? Okay, 12 minutes gone. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try to get the first step of our argument parsing. And yeah, we get the matches here. And as you can see, damn it, I have to get rid of my jacket. Cold and warm. I think I can't decide. Now I'm warm enough. So yeah, as you can see, the arg matches, this is how it works. So you get optionals most of the time. Values off. Okay. It's interesting. It works with borrows, so I think it has the potential to be quite efficient. I mean, it's good and bad, you know? It's good to return the strings that you get from the command line, because after all, you easily get a borrow for this. This is a located SOS string statically, kind of, or on the heap at least. And it's good that this keeps the way, but if you want to pass in like generated about information, then you're kind of out of luck right now. But that's the only thing I noticed there. Anyway, but two things you see, all optionals and stuff, and you have to kind of know what your argument is about when you use it. So nobody is kind of holding you back in parsing your arguments incorrectly, or using the parsed values incorrectly. But that's something we should probably be able to figure out. And the second thing, we have recursive arguments matches here. And what's the difference between subcommand returns the name and arg matches of the subcommand used at runtime? Ah, okay. Okay, so that's okay. So I see how this is supposed to be done. So now we can have a huge match on this. Well, and this is also how we can handle the case that nothing was set, because it will not kick us out. So we have to do this. All right, good. Let's have a look at how we do it right now. And I think what we do is very close to that already. Yeah, I think that will be quite simple to get it right. Yeah. That will be nice and simple. So we call it matches now. And then the opt stuff, will go away. Okay, debug. Yeah, let's get the engine here. And let's see what we get then. Because we will have to adjust this first. Engine new. Oh yeah, that's generating the entire engine code. Then here we create the engine. And the debug flag, that's a global one. Right? Right? Let's try it with discovery. Undeclared. Okay, I commented this in already. Sorry for that. So here we... Oh, come on! What the heck? This worked before. I thought I fixed it. Okay, well, amend to the previous commit then. Fine. Oh, I can't because I pushed it already. Fine. What the heck is going on? That used to work, right? And now it doesn't. Okay, I will make this work somehow. Yeah, I didn't actually test it. I tried group migration, but I didn't try this one. And maybe... I don't know. Oh, protocols isn't optional. Man. I think. Oh no, wait, it's 1, 2... Yeah, let's just go there. Man, discovery main. So it's in 1, 2, 3. So no, we unpacked it already. Oh, protocols is unknown, probably because it is unset. Because it was never set here. Uh-huh. Okay, now I get it. Okay. Oh, well. Okay. So let's try a few things. I just have to set the first one. And this is going to be a list of strings, a vector of strings. So it's an option. Oh, sorry. It's an option of a vec of string slices. None. Does that work? Syntactically, I guess not. Chain compare. No, it doesn't. Maybe like this. Type parameters are not allowed on this type. Wait, I had this problem before. I figured it out somehow. It was something else. Because this maybe like that. Yay, awesome. So what I shall do is I could do this for everyone, right? So I could say if it's none, I do it like that. But this would mean I have to change the generator code to know even more. But I guess I have to do this anyway. Let's see. So how do we do this? Here we generated, and here it's like, okay, if this is none, and it's the first time or so, well, let's just say we could put it in like that always. Or just the first time. Or the last time. Does it work for the last time as well? Does it, is it okay for him? Because then I'd say we see if we have upload protocols. That works, cool. That totally works. Upload protocols. Oh, well, we have to pre-iterate the entire argument structure to figure that one out. Actually, we don't. We can just keep it here. And no, actually we don't. It's just this, right? So we check if we have media params. And yeah. If we don't have media params, that's it, right? Yeah, well, if you don't have media params, it's none anyway. So, if not MC media perms, else, and if. So basically, we have none all the time. And I could just hard code this here. Make sure the type is set even though we don't have any protocol information. But I would like to do it only for the first. So if loop first, then that, else that, and that is this, none, otherwise it's none. And then we have an option, an option. Oh, sorry. That's the contain type, right? So like this, okay. Silly me, like this, that's what we want, good. And that is it. So now if we regenerate this, what do we get? Some nonsense. Oh, true. We are missing this part. Yeah, I think under these circumstances, I would just go for that. And look, I don't even have a comma there. I just leave it out. Okay. So we put it here then. And we make sure that we don't have a new line at the end. So that should at least look better. And there is, damn it, this silly thing. So now, oh really? Okay. So I think one way to do this is to pass it like this. So that way it's not getting parsed by Mako, but it's just a silly Python string. And that way we can get it through without having to do any weird stuff. So here we go. And it works. Awesome. And it's the second fix we do before this actually seems to work. But hey, it's okay. I think now we are good. Now we have with uploads, without uploads, with too many subcommands, and you know, what else could it possibly happen? Yeah, this code block here. Now that I'm at it, I mean, should I just give it a space here like this? And maybe, yeah, I think that's okay. Maybe for the 4, 1 space, and there we go. It's a bit less crammy now. Yeah. Even though I kind of liked it that crammy. But on the other hand, yeah, let's separate the 4s a bit more. And that shall be it. Does that look sufficiently well? Is this readable? Well, it could be more readable if I space it like this, right? Maybe like that. And like that, huh? That I think is pretty cool. That is more readable. And then we can put that right here. And it's like a nice square block of stuff. Nice. That does look somewhat better. It's a bit too spacious here, but I think it's better than before. That's a line break. Let's give me the real thing. And then, yeah, we could put it a bit more to the right even. And that shall be enough of white space pornography here, because you know, it's okay. One day there will be Rust FMT. Oh no, for us there will be no Rust FMT unless we put it into the make invocation. Then we could do it. Then we could just generate what we want and throw everything through Rust FMT. I would be looking forward to that. I would totally do that. That's for sure. But hey, one day. The day has not yet come. Good. Let's commit this because we have made yet another gorgeous fix. Fix clap, which is, you know, like the entire clap integration, not clap itself, obviously. And what did I do? Handle. Handle protocol types. Well, handle case where handle APIs without media upload. Previously, yeah, we are annotating the type of the optional protocols if that shall be required. And I think before I do anything awkward with this, let's try groups migration, because that actually has this, and this should still work and look good. Groups migration main. All right, so here we shouldn't have this none stuff ever, because at some point we set the type implicitly, and that does work. Awesome. So now we can take care of the fun part. Yeah, so let's first, I don't think we need that. Let's see, let's start small here. So we get matches, and this thing debug just has to be set, right? So I say is present, I guess. Yeah, is present seems like it. And that returns a plain bool. Is present debug, right? Can I hardcode this here, or do I have, no, I think I have stuff for that. Debug flag, yeah. Like that. Do I have it here? No. And I kind of hardcoded this here, right? But this would be a compile time error. I'd rather do it like that, because now it's just a string, and I think that's how this wants to be done. This also means that I now, for the first time, have to get from CLI, import this, yes. Thank you very much. Okay, there's my debug flag. It's a Boolean, that still works. Then we set up our engine, and we pass in matches, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the stuff remains the same, because here we don't do anything. Good, so that's pretty cool. Matches, here you go, you may own them. I don't need them anymore. Oh, and now we have to, let's see what type that is. Is it a nasty type? No. I think I should be able to do this, because last time I tried that, things showed up that I didn't like, so I just didn't do it. But this time I kind of have to do it. And I will do it. Why does it need this anyway? Show me. Where's the borrow that you have? What kind of stuff do you borrow? Okay, that's really a hash map. Okay, that's the arc names and a box subcommand. Why does this need to be boxed? This shouldn't be. It's interesting, the doc hidden flag, I've never used it. It's pub, because it needs to be pub, probably for its own use, but it's still nothing that goes anywhere in the docs. That's nice. But anyway, why is the subcommand boxed? Maybe to circumvent some lifetime errors or something. Anyway, it's okay. I don't have to care about that. There's optimizations that probably no one that don't matter, even though, in the whole scheme of things, it does matter. Cycles that you don't have to do, don't do them. So boxing stuff should be used with care. Okay, anyway, that's cool. Let's try to adjust the engine code accordingly. Here it is. Actually, it's pretty cool. This is in the middle. Engine is left. ArcParse is on the right. On the right of it. Oh, and now there's a bunch of generator code here, and we have to revise it all. But that's how it is. There is new, and that's options. Okay, so this is now. Let's keep it opts. I would, it's fine. I keep it opts here. I don't need to change that. But this is now something else. In main, do I have this stuff? Let's check. Well, I can I think there's no harm in just adding what I need. Here, use clap arc matches, right? Yeah. There we go. Oh. Yeah, that's where it starts, man. Ugh. Now I have to... Yeah, that's always so annoying. Now I have to take all of this in here into my own structure just to keep this stuff. Anyway, I will do what's necessary, but it's always annoying to have type parameters there, especially if you don't care about that. You know, that would be great if at some point you wouldn't have to care about this anymore, but yeah. So impl n a... I hope I get the syntax right. I think... I'm not quite sure. Let's try. Let's see. Discovery lib. Discovery lib. Because here I should probably use this somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so I did it right. Yeah. Good. So then we have that, and for engine NA, yeah, you're welcome. So arc matches NA. That's right, NA, yeah. So that is this. So now we have it. We're good. And now there are these, yeah. There are these helper functions that we generate. Somewhere here we create opt. Opt, no, not this one. This one. So here we need it as well. Arc matches NA. There you go. We take ownership and pass it along. Where do I use it? Here I use it. Flag config dir. And this is what? I think it's assure config dir exists. I think that was a string before. And it could be empty, so I have been checking for... Yeah, so let's take a default. Unwrap or. Let's do it like this. So value off, I think. Yeah, value off. And then we say we use the conflict dir flag. So that's a bit more annoying that you have to repeat the string here. So that, usability wise, I like doc ops a lot. I mean, sure, it was kind of super painless. And also using the values was super easy. And, you know, also parsed, no, was it parsed to the right type? I don't think so. I didn't provide type information. But anyway, so unwrap or empty string shall be fine. Oh, opt, it's actually value off. And then we have a string here of stuff, which is config dir flag. Do I have it? No. Of course not. Okay, now I have it. Opt value off, unwrap or, so that will yield a string slice, so no need to do that. Opt value off, let's check it. Or we provide an empty string, which is, I think, what this guy would have had anyway. That's good. Yeah, so that's all. Let's go back here. And then the next opt usage, if I can ever manage to type this, self opt dot, oh look at that. So here we use it quite intensely. Yeah, I think I'll go for generation here and will not actually build that for quite a while until I feel confident with it, which will take me some time. Okay, so here we go. Now it's starting. It's already starting. I think it should be relatively easy after all. I have no doubt. Just, you know, lots of stuff to fix here. Let's start with the new stuff. So here we go, opt. And then that's pretty much it. Let's see what we do. Let's start where it starts. I mean, wise words. Let's start where it starts. I will try my best to do that. There's the do it. And where does it match on its arguments? I think it is do it here. It's this one. So here it matches on its arguments. This is where it starts. Self-opt APIs. And this is where I actually can now match on it. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous. That is quite nice. So here I match on the subcommand and we have a fixed hierarchy. Yeah, that's awesome. So here is where I like it more than DocOps, much more. So where is it? Self-opt, that's our sopt here. Where does it happen? Here we implement do it. There we go. And here we go for each resource. And then we have this if-else stuff, which now is greatly simplified here in our code as well. That's going to be awesome. So this is a match on sopt. Is there a dot included? No, it's not a dot included. Oh, there's a dot included. Because I think, yeah, command ident. I have these things here that I don't really need anymore. No, I don't need them anymore. Ugh. Ew, and I think I also have them here. Command ident, arc ident. This can completely go away. Do I use them here? Ident? Nope. I think I only use them here then, huh? So let's not do it. Arc ident, flag ident. I kind of like to delete code. So to opt arc, that also goes away. We have to be very careful now. Oh, to opt arc ident. Okay. Maybe I want to, this is what I want to keep, I guess. Arc ident. Maybe I want to keep these and just adjust them. I think I want to keep them and adjust them. Yeah, I forgot what I just did. I think I want to keep them for now and adjust them. Nah. Because this could as well return like value of stuff. So command ident. Command is the subcommand. And I think that's something I definitely don't need. That's for sure. So let's kill what we really don't need, but let's do it one by one. I just use this. Well, in two cases it was expected, here and here. But what's this case? Handle call parameters, protocol. What? Command ident? Okay, that's kind of the way we access the protocol name. I think that will be different anyway now. So that's more like a flag. So flags, they do have values, right? So that's value off now. And we don't even support. Yeah, the thing is, it's all strings, so I will put a default thing there for now. Okay, so let's do that. Flag indent is this thing. Flag ident is this thing. Value off, and then we go with the identifier that we put here. Nice. And then we close this one. Then we say unwrap or, and that's just the first pass that I'm doing just to get the same behavior. So now we get basically empty strings for all this stuff, which is exactly what we have expected everywhere else. And arc ident, maybe don't want to do it incorrectly here. MIME type from aux. Arc ident. Oh, arcs are Right, file arg, mime arg. That's the guys that have values. So for us, this is value of as well, kind of. It's positional arguments, but we don't care about that really. It's the same thing. So it's flag ident or opt ident even. Let's call it, yeah. Let's do it similarly for now, you know, but we have the same code here, which basically means I don't copy it. Damn it, I know I just copied this, but I will not use it. Flag ident name. Awesome. So now that's kind of the same for, you know, for now, I'm repeating myself. And we should have something more usable, but let's go back at the code that does that. Let's fix that up for now. So here we do a match as opt. So how do we do it? We do as opt plus ident, right? All the time. We might want to improve this as well now that it's all kind of similar. Yeah, always as opt plus, as opt plus. I must have had my reason, but sometimes things just happen without a particularly good reason. There's just no bad reason to do it except for having kind of non-optimal, ugly code. But that has never stopped anybody. Ugly code. Sopt, and then it's flag ident. No, wait, sorry. No. I don't like the sopt thing. Anyway, let's do it. It's sub command, right? Was it that? Sub command, yeah. And it gets me a tuple of the matches and the name. And then we just test on it. Awesome. And we shall open this up. And for each resource, here, yeah, then this is now just a case. See, this will be much nicer. This else is something we can remove because that will move here. So that's the end of the resource. That's the end of our match. This can also be removed. And here's the default case where basically there is no command set. And then we shall print the usage too. Returns a string slice of the usage statement for the app or subcommand. Yeah. Yeah, so I shall print an error. And yeah, let's do that. Let's write some lines here. Where do I have std? Do I have std out, std error? IO I have. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. IO std error. I probably wanna have it. Let mut error out be this. I just put it here. Actually, I can just forget that, man. I can just have a new line there. So where to print? What to print? We want to print this, then a new line, and then the description. And this is, please specify, I think if it's that, then I can just put this here. Specify the main sub command, the new line, and then we put the usage, which is, oh yeah, right, the matches, the main matches. Do we have them here? It's self opt sopt plus usage, right? And that is that. And then we say, okay, because we don't really care about the error anymore. And also we have to kind of deal with our error result here. What do we return? Invalid options error. Okay, cool. So we just push it onto this one and then it will be printed anyway. Yeah, Invalid options error. True. Oh, and where do we set it, by the way? Don't we set it up somewhere? Is none? Oh, here's the error. Okay, I get it now. Good, so we just pushed this onto the error there, and we probably want to have some structure that can handle this. Invalid options error. Is it an enum? No, that's a struct with CLI errors. Okay, that's the one. Configuration error, parse error, unknown parameter error, missing command error. I have nothing more to say about that, basically, except for us putting stuff onto a formatter here. And this integrates well with our current error handling. That's very good. Missing command error. And then it's really just write line to F. And I'm not going to write that again because I don't want to phrase it again. Where do we have it? Here. Something like that. Cool thing is all our error printing is really concentrated on this one spot. So yeah, and that will return a format error naturally, and we're done. Nice. Done in the sense of we still have to put it. Error issues push that one. And we're good. Yeah, then we're good. We fall through, error handling happens, return the results, and we're good. Cool. And the next thing, the subcommands here. So here all the stuff can go away as well. And self-up, look at that. It's supposed to be sopt plus. That is old code. Do I use it elsewhere? I do. Oh yeah, and this is something that's not needed anyway. Because yeah, that's the first subcommand query. And now we go for each resource. Yeah, I should probably keep this here. And that's not command ident. That's now, we now have to get the mango subcommand thing going for the resource. Okay. So for each resource, yeah, here we are in the loop. No, wait. Here we are in the loop for each resource. Previously this, I mean, damn it. So, bang. Here we start with a match on the subcommand. Yeah. With the match on the subcommand. Nice. It's a great function, by the way. It's awesome. Then we go through there and set up the cases, which is something like that, with a string of mango subcommands and then the resource, because that should yield the actual name of the thing. Yeah, I think so. Quite sure. And some, oh sorry, here it is. Some matches. All right. Let's call it opt. We have self-opt and we have opt. And if that matches, then I think all we do is pass it. No, wait. Then we have an internal match thing going on. Then this stuff starts. And this will be so much cleaner. So we have a match. Yeah, we match on the thing again. So here we have opt subcommand. Now we can write it for real. Bang. Open it up. And we close it here. And in there we have the cases that are here. Here we have n for each resource and for each method. And now we put the cases. It will be so much nicer. Command ident resource. Don't need that anymore. No need. Look at this. Oh, this is gorgeous. And now it's so much cleaner. Man, awesome. Love. Great love. Good. That's the inner match. That's the method match. And that's the resource match. That's the resource match case, by the way. So we want to have a column there. Let's just copy this here for now. And put this here. And for each resource, because that's always the same. And this is the end. I don't know why there is no new line there. Probably I have a reason, but maybe not anymore now that everything is so simple. I think I should do it like this. So that's the default case here. That's here come the cases for the internal matches, for the subcommand matches. And the cool thing is at the end we have a beautiful opt that we can just use as always. So the disadvantage here is in a way that we kind of have a massive data structure to keep all the data, whereas doc_opt kind of flattens it, right? Because you can't reuse arguments that are, you know, basically there are just so and so many options that you can actually set in one invocation of the program. And the data structure that Clap builds basically provides space for all the options set at the same time, which doesn't ever happen, right? And doc_opt was more efficient when it comes to this, that's for sure, just because it brings everything down to a single data structure. Yeah, so that's the difference. And much less heap usage as well. Well, I can't tell that, to be honest. I don't know how it works internally, but the data structure that Clap builds is more complex. But honestly, this will weigh nothing compared to all the I/O that we do with the commands. And I think that's okay. And I really hope that after all, the overall size of the program and compile time will go down. And I'm optimistic. I will try this today, because today I expect this to work again. Let's see. Okay, so here we get the subcommand. Now we shall match on this again. So we have some opts of the subcommand. Awesome. Let's put it like that. Did it? Yeah, it inserted this automatically. Close that one. Cool. So here we are. Now we just have to mangle the subcommand of the method. Mangle subcommand method name. So here we have the string that we want to match on. Nice. And mangle subcommand is indeed used for this. Yes, it is. Good. Makes sense as well. Kind of, you know, the function says it all. Mangle subcommand, and then we set the call result as we did previously. That's the same thing. But we have to pass in the options here. That's new. Let's do it. We take this thing apart and then we own all the stuff. So we just pass it in here. Dry run, error, let's give them the opt. So yeah, we still need to store the options because we kind of call ourselves later again. And when we call the matches, we get a borrow of this. So we can't own it. Fair enough. We get an owned option, but a borrow inside. This means whatever we unpack here, I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. Just means that here we have to take that into consideration, just take a borrow. But then it should be good. So call method ident. Up there we have been setting it up. So here again, we need to, here we have opt, which is arc matches. And then we go with dash n, n lifetime, a lifetime. And yeah, we are set. And then we give it the implementation that now has to deal with not self-opt, but opt primarily. Okay, cool. So that's that. That should yield good code. Let's see if that is the case. It builds, that's something. So here we go. Match. Oh yeah, true. We have found we have forgotten the default case. So that's issues push, and I do have. Well, wait. That's I think what happens. Ah, damn it. Let's call something we have already built. Let's see what happens if we use something. We use nothing there. Because I don't know. I think it just goes through, huh? CLI, target, debug, discovery. Yeah, it goes through. So it's APIs. See, it goes through. It doesn't require me to do anything. It will tell me if it's wrong. But besides that, it will not. Let me switch on the light very quick. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, my focus goes away. Just have to switch on the light and I don't know what I want anymore. Good. So that's the default case. Basically, I have to take it and tell it need to specify missing subcommand error. Missing method error, missing resource error. Let's call it missing method error. Let's just do it like this. Missing method error. And we just put it here. And put another one of these guys here. Copy pasting code that you've never compiled is like copy pasting a bug. The method to call on the, I think I want to have a string, and I get only string. I only get string borrows here, but I don't care. We'll just I don't want to deal with lifetime even. So here we take the command, call on the command. Please specify the method to call on the command, and that command shall be command, and that missing method error shall be taking a string. And now I can just pass this information on here and say, hey, we know what we are in. We know that we are in this guy, and I can just pass this on. Ugh, come on. Pass this on, say here you go, take a string of it, and that is that. Cool. Something is, okay, that's right. Yeah, this thing returns nothing, right? So I should probably, or does it return anything? No, I should probably have a semicolon here. Otherwise this acts as return value, and then we have different return values in different branches, which will not work. So that is better now. Let's see. Let's make discovery CLI. Okay. My first investigation here tells me, my first review tells me that this actually could work. And it looks honestly so much better. Yeah, that's the outer, that's the inner, the default value, and there we go. So from that point of view, it's cool now. And I think all that's left to be done is, yeah, that's all, is to do method call impl. And wherever we do we use self. Let's see where we use self opt. We should have this only here. So now we can look for these invocations. And of course, for all these invocations, to find this. Yeah, let's build this for now. I didn't change anything, good. So here we go, that's the opt, and then let's just check the code. Oh, look at that. We double this. That's an easy fix though. That's better. Okay, so that's now we iterate something, and this is not gonna cut it anymore. Just do it one by one. That should still be fine. This kind of, I don't know about that. Opt ident. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it. So that's sub plus values off. Values off. Okay. That's a string. I mean, after all, no, I don't. Wait a minute. I can actually do it like this. See, now it looks shitty if you do it like that. So it's values of, and what's this? What are we actually iterating? I totally forgot. No, wait, it's not this to opt arc ident. Damn it. This function is kind of, you know, this entire sub thingy annoys me. I think I will just try and replace this with a function call that does it for me later. Not now. Opt ident. Okay, so how often do I even use this? So that's the, oh man, that's, opt ident. Value of v. V? I think something, is this correct? What's v? It's supposed to be p, right? That's a param here. Ew. I think I might have messed something up in there. Like arc name and field name or something, they're inverted. If you look at this, see, it's inverted. Set various fields of the request structure. Here it's correct, here it's not correct. Yeah. Well, no, it is correct. No, wait, it is correct because this will be the value that you get then. That's the arc name. No. It's totally correct. Sorry. It looks different, but it is the same. It's the right thing because in docopt you refer to it by the flag name, and here you refer to it by the kind of unified arc name. The flag itself doesn't play a role. The short name basically, because in fact it doesn't play a role. It's good. Something to get used to for me, but you know, it's better now. So yeah, we want the values of this. Values off, then unwrap or take a default, I think, or a vec default, or a vec new, shorter, which provides an empty vector that it can then iterate. And yeah, I have to do this because it could indeed be none. And I don't want to crash there. It's an optional after all. Good, so that is that. Let's have a look. This should now be pretty much the same. Is there, did I put a, I thought I put values off in there. Excuse me? Am I not looking at the right thing? Where's my values off? And unwrap or vac stuff? I am looking at the right thing. Look at that. Oh. That was only for repeated code. Okay, so it's just not here. Fine then. Oh man. Difficult to understand that code, but that was something that, you know, was to be expected. So here, I think it's an arc ident that we are looking at here. And where's the let hub? Where is this? A self hub. Here it is. Okay, so we are way up here, basically, and that's not always... Jesus Christ. So that's the required properties that we do not have right now. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Still. Yeah, this will need a lot of debugging. I mean, Jesus Christ. Good. Prop name, that will be fine. Oh shit, request value impl. I forgot about this. No. Oh man. I mean, most of it is actually fine. We just have to get a few things right here, and considering the abstraction with all the extra functions and whatnot, it's not too easy. So, arc ident. Here I use it once. For parc, that's the guy. I think that's how I should do it. I should look at the code here, and then make the code pretty and working, and then search for the static parts here so that I find the right spot. And then I go through one by one. That's probably better, because after all, you want to review what you do. And that's just a simple part here. And I think once this simple part works, I will definitely call this a session. So let's do this quickly. Come on, come on, come on. So it's opt, and then we have values off. Then it's ident. Ident value arc, like this. I think that's fine. And then we have unwrap or vac new, type should be known. And then we iterate that thing. And that's how it goes. Okay. So now, actually, this should be fine from that point of view. Boom. Except for that one. Yeah, so I definitely want to improve on this, but that's really a second step. So opt, oh no, it's not self-opt either. It's just opt. So the cool thing is, now that it's just opt, I can also do it like that. Yay! Which also means that up here it's wrong, because it's just opt. Yay! Nice. And just to be sure, I've got my opt, and it's supposed to be a borrow. So I think the function, where's the function signature here? Method call impl. Up here. A borrow, thank you very much. And now we go down here again. Now we have the parc stuff. Okay. Let's build again. Just to see the latest, greatest, and here we go. Good. That looks good to me. I think I can do that. And the rest is just fine. The rest is the same, basically. Let's see if we access opt here anywhere. Here we have key value stuff. No. It's totally all right. protocol stuff. I mean, that's just our hack here to be able to match on the protocol down here and use the right call type. And that's it. And the same, oh no, here we have actually required parameters somewhere. Where are the required parameters? API list has no required ones. This one has required ones. And here things go wrong. See? Oh. So where are the required parameters? Self opt value of. This stuff is totally broken now. Yeah. Yeah, so here, I mean, that's kind of all right, but the assignment is so wrong. Ah, no, it's not wrong. We just put it all at once here. Actually, that's the correct thing to do, except for it's not self-opt, but opt. Okay, here for MVP and required props. Yeah, I think I do some new line magic here. Huh. So I would have to handle every case here to make this work properly. This is opt ident. Defaults to, yeah. So basically to opt arc ident is now definitely just opt. Like that. Not just opt though. Like that. Good. Here we just pass the values directly, but it's not a reference anymore. Oh no. Oh shit, yeah, the borrow stuff doesn't work. Yeah, so that's the string part, right? So I have a special, I'm sure I have a case for strings here somewhere. If is not string. So where's the if? If request value property. Okay, that's special. If it's not a string, and here if it is a string. No, wait. Where's the else on this? I think it's here. Because here it does a conversion, but somewhere it does not a conversion. Oh, maybe it's down here. Yeah, here I get the call args. That's how we call it. So if type is string, and then we put it to an optional argument, and then the borrow stuff. Yes, here we go. Borrow prefix. Here we determine that. And now if it's a string, previously we have received, what have we received? Apparently we have received real strings here, and now we don't. Yeah. So if p-type in string or none. So I think, considering this is coming from the command line and we get string slices all the time, it's kind of this now. Yeah, so that should make the borrow here disappear. And it does. Because yes, this is a string. Get rest. Yeah, and this thing takes a string slice, right? Get rest. I think so. Open, gen, discovery, target, doc, discovery, index. Get rest. Oh yeah, it's not the right one. I think it's the method call builder here, API methods. Yeah, definitely, it takes string slices. I don't know. Oh yeah, but previously, obviously, this must have been strings. Okay, that is that. And considering I have a nice function here that I now fixed, I guess this could be right. Okay, this could be right. That could be right. I think possibly this will compile. I will risk it now. Cargo is args build. not too bad. Wrong number of lifetime parameters. True. True. Where is it? In new here. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. And that is AN. Oh, that would have been a terrible bug. Like one of those weird bugs that you can't figure out. Okay, something. Oh man. Now we have this trouble again. You know, if this guy thinks he has to take it, then I think. Oh. Okay, I guess we might have messed. I don't trust this anymore, because sometimes the macro interpreter takes away the semicolons there. And yeah, but it's not too bad, I guess. If it's just that, let's focus on this single spot here, fn new, and how I can fix this. But I hate it if this thing lights up like it does now. See? Let's try it. Let's just try it, damn it. A-N, not to forget. Let's search for A. Just once, okay. Ah! Oh, debug auth. Where is debug auth coming from? Oh, there it is. Debug client, debug auth flag. Oh yeah, that's a little function, should be fine. So that is also, is it opt or is it self-opt? I think it's opt because we get it passed as parameter, so that will be fine. Most of the time I think it's now opt. All right, and this is opt. Flag ident. Mangle ident. What's mangle ident? Mangle ident. What is it? Where is it? I use it everywhere. Oh my god. Ah, there it's coming from. And ident? Mangle subcommand. Oh my god. Oh, ident is the thing. Yeah, that's the one that you would expect on an optional. Oh, so that's wrong. That's actually wrong. Damn it. Phew, better late than never. Because it replaces underscores. So what we want here is mangle subcommand. I think that's the only thing that matters. Yeah. Maybe not even that. Well, I think that's what we want. Okay, Jesus Christ. This is quite a big change. Just the amount of changes required that makes my head spin. So I think that's more like it. Ident. I'm not sure if even... Yeah, okay, we need that, sure, but not here. Because now it's just a string which should match the argument. In most cases, this is a subcommand, so I guess, yeah, we should be good. Anyway, doesn't matter, I guess. Really doesn't matter. Okay, the debug auth thing is still to be done. So so far so good. Just this one here. We now say opt dot and then flag ident. Which is totally wrong now. I have to rename these. That's flag value. Let's call it op value. Damn it. Yeah, that's more to it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Yeah, first in here. Flag ident is opt value, which kind of is equal to a string. There's no need to say it. Opt value. Same here. And now opt value will contain opt. Because self-opt, something we rarely use now. And if we do, we will pass it in. So opt is opt. So we put the dot here. Opt plus this. Now we can simplify it right away. Cool. Wait, was that self-opt? That was self-opt. But now it's opt. So it's good. And let's just make all of this. Oh no, wait, that is in fact self-opt because it's scoped. Scope. So it's opt value and then sopt. But sopt now, Jesus Christ, doesn't contain the dot anymore, which I think it's cleaner. And then arc ident is actually the same to opt arc ident, and we don't need to do anything. So to opt arc ident, oh wait, we do. We have to convert it from a P to the name. So that's now. Oh, actually, let's do it one by one. That's opt value, like this. Cool. And that's self-opt command ident. Is that correct? For the protocol. That's. What's this? Oh, that's an if-else-if shitty thing. I think we have to do it that way. Yeah, that was the best way to do it. And the protocol is now it's not self-opt anymore. It's command value. Where's... Ugh. Oh my god. Opt value. This can be very confusing. Maybe I should have just made a find and replace and everything. Where's command ident? Actually, just here. Fine. Opt value. So that's now on the function itself that we are in. So that's this. No, wait. It's actually a command ident. Where do I get that from? Oh, that was this one. But this oh no, we access this thing. No. So it is an opt value. Jesus, I think, yeah. I would like to have this one thing compile, even though the session is way too long. And thanks to this change that I made here, it's kind of going downhill. Well, so that's an opt value. We asked for the protocol. Maybe with a little bit of luck, all that code doesn't even run. But I think before I lose it, I have to... That was flag ident. And I might have replaced it already. Arc ident to opt arc ident, that's fixed already. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Self opt opt. Okay, there's a duplication. Sop plus. So that's arc ident, which now is just opt value. Let's just find a replace like this. could be a bit better. Attempted access to field self opt. So opt plus. Same here. That never makes sense now. Okay, opt self opt subcommand. That's actually better. The type of this value was not known. Okay, so sub plus. So now it needs a subcommand. That's okay. Now a few errors could go away. Mismatch types, bool and string. Oh, see, the type conversion totally goes wrong here. Because no, actually I don't know why. Oh no, wait, because sometimes writer from ops. That's weird that this code worked. It wants a bool, writer from ops. Why does it need the O flag? Just to see if it's there. Yeah, so maybe I just value off. So is value, maybe I should use value is present. Writer, it's probably quite special. So that's not opt value, but this is now like opt is present or something. That's the same thing then. Theoretically. I will be happy if it compiles, even though some things might not work there because the names are messed up, even though that also shouldn't happen in theory. If we are lucky, if we are very lucky. Is present. Returns bool, right? Yeah. Is present. Kevin K. Awesome. Yeah, so clap, I think it's a good choice because even if something doesn't work as expected, I think it will be fixed very fast. And I'm not even in a rush here when it comes to argument parsing because in one way or another this will work. There's no doubt about it. And I'm happy to have it, you know. Oh, opt is present. Like that. And that's just the output value flag that we put into parentheses here. Like that. Good. And the next one is the actual opt value, the out arc. No, wait. In a way, now that we get optionals, we can change this writer from opts. Flag and arc. Well, that's an optional now, man. If not flag or arc is that. I think the default argument. Yeah, you know what? It's an optional now. Period. That's exactly what we get from the call to value off. And then we are good. And this is not needed. Opt value. And the out arc thing is also something we don't need anymore. Shit. Out arc. See, all this kind of handling here has to go away. Let's do this right away. Yeah. Because previously we had the brackets around it and now we don't have that anymore. Okay, so now we get this option argument and that's exactly what we need. Let's fix it here right away. So if arc, let's match it, huh? Yeah, let's make a match. Let's mate for a match. Match arc. So if we have none or we have some, f, if f is a dash, so none or some if it's a dash, and then if we have some, I think that should work. Then we do it like this. Otherwise, we have some file. We do it like that. I think that's actually much nicer. So how does it look like? Arc. No, that's now F. Yeah, awesome. I think that's the new version. It's much better. Yeah, overall, I think it's an improvement to readability and everything. Main 68. Writer ops, something is wrong with our call here because of that. And that's not is present anymore. No. This goes away. So now we're good. Better, at least. Variable f from pattern 2 is not bound in pattern 1. Ah, makes sense. Sorry for that. So we will move the check here. So if it's... Yeah, shit. Now I have to kind of duplicate. I can't bind it in pattern 1. That's the problem. Well, then we just do it old school. It's a bit of duplication. But what can I do? So we use std out by default. And is there, I think I don't have a default value for this anyway. So that's just it. I don't have to check for dash. But I think if it is dash, I shouldn't try to open a file. That's the point. So if the user puts a dash there, then I think I just want to handle this. And unfortunately, I can't oh, you know what? Yeah, I have it. Unwrap or. So here we go with the default, and now I can actually go with the dash. So none or this actual value, if it's there, will yield that. And anything else, how do I get that? I can't access that right now. Let f be this. And we can match on it and also use it. I think that's what I want to do here. And the default case is this. Should work, right? It's read-only and stuff. No mutability issues. Mismatch types. Unwrap or. Oh, shit. Yeah, so in this case, I will call it manually. Opt value off. Like that. Fine. Good enough. Like this. Getting there. Now it's just debug auth. I wonder, didn't I already adjust this debug version here? No, I didn't. So yeah, we just ask for is present, huh? Opt is present. Mangle ident, no. Here we just say mangle subcommand. Even though I don't have to mangle this because it's made to work. So that's okay. And not to forget, let's say string slice. Okay, if opt is present, do it. Otherwise, don't. Cannot move out of borrowed content, attempting to move value here. Missing method error command. Right. Didn't I copy this? Oh, so sorry, that's in common. Yeah. Missing method. Sorry for that. Of course, it's borrowed. It's supposed to be aref here as everywhere else. Okay, and then there's this call result, use of possibly uninitialized value call result. Because, yeah, previously this was unreachable, therefore there was no issue with this. Now it's not anymore. Main 159, but we're getting there, 159. I might call it a day for tonight because my head is spinning, even though I will just give it a shot to compile the other things, just to see how far I am. because I kind of did a lot of stuff that just happened that I didn't really want to do in one go. And yeah, now it's there. But I think it's overall a cleanup. Anyway, user uninitialized value call results main 159. Here we go. Yeah, so it's because of the default values that we have here. And it's true, it's possibly uninitialized. So I guess I just initialize this with none, huh? Because previously this couldn't happen and it would warn me. Now that's not the case. Call results, that's a let mut. Here we go. So that's now fine, and I guess this actually compiles. Yeah, let's try to get this, because this nearly works. We should get to the point, yeah, also time it. We should get to the point where we get a value and JSON decodes or fails to decode that because some fields are missing and or something. I don't know, maybe this notice even worked. Now I think this works. So this is something that should completely work now with everything. Cool, that built in 18 seconds. That's pretty good. 360 lines of code only though. And I shall run this with APIs list. Show me what you can do. Config dir was unset or empty? What? Okay. If a shared directory exists, So where do I do this? Assure config exists. Directory and set, right? Yeah, why do I even pass in an empty thing here? And what happened previously? That's the question. Oh, previously there was a default. Yes, and I'm not setting a default anymore. Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, that's not the same. But I can just take an optional here. You know, let's take the optional directly. I think that's an improvement. Option like this. And now we can say we can have a built-in. Yeah, let's do this. Let's have a built-in default here. Oh, no, actually, wait. No. We do it here because we have the default value right here and we want to substitute this in. We want to configure this. That makes much more sense. Config dir. See? Now this should work. Much better. There we go. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, we should get further. Maybe it even works. Would be a great thing. Maybe I do another session. Yeah, I think I want to do another session and just try a bit more. Maybe I can get to a point where I believe. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That already worked. Awesome. So we get an entire list of stuff and we can say get rest. And it tells me it wants to have API and version and discovery v1. And it works. Awesome. That's exactly it. Cool. Let's save this because, you know, we are back. We are so back. And then I try something bigger, but I do that in another session. I'm hot and I want to finish this today. I think I'm pretty close already. Some code cleanup, I might postpone it to tomorrow even, because it's better when you are early in the morning and have a clear view on things. Your brain could work on it overnight or something, whatever it does. So, but today I would like to get this stuff working. Tomorrow I clean it up and go ahead with some actual features. Fix clap. Option parsing. Well, adjust option usage to changed API. So the main point is that we have to try this, because it might be that we try to access stuff that doesn't exist, and then kind of we are never able to, you know, set the values that we want to set because it's just incorrectly implemented. Previously, what I was saying is previously we were type safe to the point where the compiler could tell us that we do silly things, but now it's really just string names here, and if you mess these up, you know, it's messed up. I'm looking forward to seeing the DFA reporting. How much time? 1:41, nearly 2 hours, incredible. To just option usage, this discovery API now builds and seems to work even. More testing will have to be done though, to be sure. I mean, there's so much we didn't test, like config directories, debug level, and so on. So that's a kind of a major one. Let's link it up. And let's just try something once here with maybe debug. Well, that's a lot of stuff, but 2 to 1. Oh yeah, so there's the actual server reply. So that debug also worked. Debug auth doesn't need to be tested right now. Yeah, cool. So generally I have a good feeling about this. Awesome. Let's kill debug. Like that. Nice. Awesome. And thanks for watching, and hope to